All right, I'm back with another video. I'm Marie and I'm consistently evolving. And this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm still exploring, figuring out which format I like the most when it comes to these videos, but we'll get there. But my biggest goal in all of this is to show up as my authentic self so that you guys can really get an understanding of who I am. And so with that, I wanted to mention that I recently launched a website, consistentlyevolving.com, to support my spiritual life coaching business. I specialize in inner child healing. It's something that I have nearly 20 years of my own personal experience navigating, and so now I'm in a space where I can help others navigate that journey as well. My goal is to be that supporting role that I really needed when I was going through it, because back then inner child was kind of unheard of. People didn't really understand exactly what it was or how it actually impacts us in life. And so I really was going through the process blind. And so now that I have gained quite a bit of wisdom and insight, through that journey, I want to, support you all as best as I can. And so I've created the Authentic Self course. I can post the link as well down below so that you can take a look at it. But basically that course is going to provide you with some solid tools that you can actually use to start the process of getting to know, getting acquainted with your inner child, as well as some tools that you can use to effectively navigate and release the feelings that the inner child may still be holding on to, because the only way that we can actually heal and get better is to actually feel those emotions, hold space for ourselves and release them, and also, fostering and mending the relationship with the inner child, because everybody has an inner child, whether you're aware of it or not. And so we don't often realize how the inner child actually impacts how we show up in life, how we show up in relationships and in work and in friendships and in everyday life. The inner child actually has a really big part in all of that. And so this course is designed for anybody who is struggling, beginners or people that just want to delve deeper into, their healing journey with their inner child. It's designed to kind of gently immerse you in the process. And so I'm really excited about it. You can find the link below. But like I said, I've been on this healing journey for about 20 years now. And going through this process has genuinely changed and transformed my life. I really struggled with a lot of anxiety and depression, and things really started to get bad for me actually in my early 20s. Therapists had diagnosed me with multiple mental illnesses, chronic anxiety, chronic depression, borderline personality disorder, bipolar disorder, and then they even tried to tell me that I was schizophrenic. But really, what all of those symptoms that I was experiencing were symptoms of what I had experienced in my life, and me not having the coping skills to actually work through those emotions, because in my life I had completely buried everything that I experienced to the point that I couldn't remember, chunks of time in my life. I completely repressed them and buried them. And so because of the repression, it was causing me to have really big mood swings, very, very neurotic, and from the outside looking in, very unstable. But really what I needed was help with, mending the relationship with the most vulnerable part of myself, which is the inner child. And so through this process of my journey, I've been able to mend the relationship with my inner child. I've now been able to work through all of those emotions that I had been carrying. I'm a lot more balanced and stable now, and if you knew me now, you would never even think that I struggled with what I had in my earlier life. So I really stand behind healing the inner child, mending the relationship, stepping into your authenticity, reclaiming your personal power, which are just some of the things that can appear when you heal your inner child. So I'm really excited to be here. I really want to be a supportive role. So if you need help with anything, please reach out to me. I'm always here. Check out the video, or not the video, but the course below the video. And I'll post the link to my website, but you can follow me on Instagram and send me messages if you have any questions. And I will see you guys next time.